highest subscribers, we're going to have a city tour using the Tram. Christchurch Tram offers an interactive tour. It offers a unique experience combining history and sightseeing. Now we need to listen to the operator.
Here is known as the terrace. So we stop here for these people here. Hey guys. Hold on.
The journey takes approximately 50 minutes and includes 17 stops. A ticket lasts all day and customer can get off and on as they please. This will allow tourists to visit inner city attractions like the New Regent Street, Cathedral Junction, Art Gallery, Art Center, Canterbury Museum, and Botanical Gardens.
Earthquake stricken a few years ago. If you're looking for the earthquake memorial, it's on this side of the river, past the bridge, just a few minutes walk down there. So stop number 4 coming up. Down the right here, down the laneway, we have the Riverside Market. Certainly well worth a look at if you haven't already done so. Stop number 4. This area had quite a bit of damage, hence all the new buildings you'll see left and right. The few surviving ones on the right there, the old grey building, survived by its gelato ice cream course. Put a lot of laneways in place all around the city. Plymouth Lane over to the right there takes you out to the Justice and Emergency Precinct. And the yellow sign up here on the left is the 5 lanes laneway that takes you out into Cashel Square. So in the courtyard, lots of food outlets and shops. And also walk all the way through to Hereford Street on the other side. So one of our oldest department stores on the right here, this is Valentine's. Valentine's has been operating for 168 years, so very popular family-owned business. Stop number 5 coming up, if you're looking for our local bus exchange. One block over to the right, also one block over to the right is the Hoyt Centec Cinema Complex with its 7 screens. Down there's stop 5. That crossover Colombo Street, it's the main street of the city, it's also the longest, 6.3 kilometres running through, pretty much in a straight line most of the way, down to the left of the suburb of St Albans, down to the right to the foot of the Port Schools there. New buildings on the left here, the whole block of is the ANZ Centre. Ones on the right there, they redeveloped a lot of the existing buildings and facades that were already there. Market Lane on the right will take you out to Litchfield Street, where you'll find a very flashy supermarket. First time we've had a supermarket so close to the city. Stop number 6, just outside the ATM. Thank you.
There are plenty of changes that took place after the earthquake. They built lots of new buildings. And it's nice to see. It's nice to shop in this area.
So we're just going to head out into High Street as we straighten up. You see the Fort Hills ahead of us there. It's Cavendish up on top of the hill. So you've gone to the top station, our cable car. Heading up to the gondola, catch the number 28 bus, will drop you off right outside the front doors there. Views out over Christchurch City, Littleton Harbour, Canterbury Plains and Sumner. So just coming to the end of our extension here, we can't go any further at this stage, so just going to get out and change the poles around on the tram either end, drive from the other end of the tram, get back to the square down to the museum and the Botanic Gardens. So stop number 7. Go back the other way, guys, just halfway down the face that way.
Turn around. Guys, when I am bored, when I am off and I have nothing to do, I usually take the bus and go around the city. It makes me refresh, it makes me happy and relax. So if I were you, you go out and take the bus. All you need is sit down, relax, and feel free. It's nice to see the beautiful scenery around. Do you know that when you take the bus here in Christchurch, your ticket or your Metro bus card will be deducted only once within 2 hours. So if how many times you ride a bus within 2 hours, it's free. Life is beautiful, my friend. You don't have to worry all the time. Go out and enjoy. You know, my friend, life is short. We have to enjoy and forget our problems. You don't have to worry about your money. If you're traveling around the city, you'll only have to spend for your fare. And if you're hungry, you can buy some snacks for $5, and that's it. Don't make your life so complicated. Be happy. Let's listen again to the driver.
When we leave stop number 2, we'll straighten up, head off down past the Art Gallery, down to the museum, and then the Botanic Garden.
You can see outside there are food stalls. Usually every Friday they are open. They sell delicious food.
Food trucks in the square on Friday the whole day. Tram we're riding on, built back in 1921, started operating in 1922. It's one of 7 trams we have in our fleet altogether, which range in age from 1903 through to 1930. So we head up onto the Worcester Street Bridge, just crossing over the Avon River. The Avon River flows throughout the city and the suburbs for 26 kilometres. Starts out near the airport, ends its final journey out in the Pacific Ocean. Just on the right there, these are the old municipal buildings. They idled this building for about 10 years and they started to restore it. They've been working on it for a few months. It'll probably take a couple of years to have it all completed. Stop number 9 here on the Worcester Street Bridge. This is the oldest bridge crossing the Avon River around the city area. Over on the far left-hand corner there, the big old wooden building, that's the Canterbury Club, established back in 1872. And for years and years it was an exclusive club for Hebron only. It all changed back in 2003. They finally allowed women's members of the club there. And outside the building lasted the old gas lamp lights, the brown horse stitching posts. So decided you wanted to bring your horse to town for the day, you can park it up there free of charge. Harley Buildings on the far right hand corner, named after Harley Street in London. They used to house a lot of doctors and dental surgeries. They were going to knock it down a while ago and build a 6-star hotel. There's a few objections, so it didn't go ahead. They've still got the picture up there, so maybe a bit of wishful thinking, so we haven't done anything else as yet. brick building coming up on the right here. That was going to be part of the new hotel. It wasn't damaged at all. 1920s Georgian style of architecture. On the right coming up is the Christchurch Art Gallery. The Art Gallery reopened a few years ago. It was closed for a while. The building was sank down on one side, had to be re-leveled. Put about 140 place isolators underneath here. It's free to have a look through. They have a late night on Wednesday, so they are open until 9 o'clock. Stop number 10 for the Art Gallery. See the sculpture to the right there outside the Art Gallery, that's called Reasons for Voyaging. The holes there with the pieces on top. Pieces on top said to represent the Wakazil canoes. First visitors out to Aotearoa, New Zealand back in the early days, just guided by the currents and the stars. So every full moon around about midday, those top pieces, they will turn around and end up in a different position. So we head across to the Art Centre for the old University of Canterbury. The university was here for 100 years up until the mid-1970s, and they moved out to the suburbs and soon become the Art Centre. So over the last few years there's been a huge restoration program going on here, costing around the $300 million mark to fix the old buildings up, but done a great job restoring them all. You can see on the left here, businesses inside and the signs around. The marketplace just over to the right here as well. So, stop number 11 for the Art Centre. Working on the middle section of the Art Centre here, always looks like there's not a lot going on, but they work from the inside out. So when that's all completed, everything will be up and running. Just heading down to stop number 12, we've got the museum just ahead of us, so free to wander through. It's all natural history. Head to the museum, the beautiful botanical gardens. And it's the main entranceway through to the Art Centre up here on the left. A great job of restoring the building. You can see it compared to the other part. A few things happening inside there. There's an art gallery, a wine bar, a movie theatre. Just have a wander around the grounds there. So stop number 12 coming up.
Is Christchurch Museum.
So on the left of the tram here, the part of the building with the big stained glass window, that's the Great Hall, which is a concert venue, and it's all been beautifully restored inside. They hold a lot of lunchtime concerts here. So shortly we'll head out to Rolleston Avenue, named after the gentleman just ahead of us, statue of William Rolleston. Many statues that toppled over on the day of the February back in 2011. Back up on his now, he was the last day before superintendent, so we'll start here Christchurch is surrounded by 4 avenues. house. You won't remember. It's no place to private art collection. Copy paintings, furniture, antiquities, and decorative art. Just on the left here, this is Christchurch College. It's a private boarding school for boys back in the 1850s. It's modeled on English public schools such as Harrow, Eton, Roman schools of England. You see the dining hall on the left there looking very similar to a scene from a Harry Potter movie inside. Minus the flying groups, maybe not, who knows. So 600 boys attend the school. They're the full-time boarders. One of the boys' boarding houses over on the far right-hand corner, that's called Flowers House. It's named after a housemaster. About 80 boys reside there. Shortly is College Bridge, Hagley Park, it's the largest inner city park in New Zealand, maybe 16 years, 6.5 kilometre track goes all the way around the outside. There's 2 lakes in there, York Dublin and Victoria, also 80 swimming fields, golf course, international cricket oval, and a whole lot of concerts and things over the left here, mainly during the summer months. Tram stop 15 coming up. On the left here, this was the estate of Sir Henry Wigram. He was the former mayor of Christchurch. The brick building up here on the left, the old horse stable of that particular estate. Also started up the flying school out at the Air Base, which is now an Air Force Museum. Just up to the left there along the riverbank too, you'll see a whole lot of old street lamps. There's quite a few of them there. All very different from each other because they all come from different cities around the world, and they were donated to Christchurch after the earthquakes. There's a plaque over there just telling you where they all come from. It's only residential part of the tram you pass through, most of the accommodation on the right here, taken up by Christchurch College staff. On the left coming up, a cottage from the 1860s in Breeze House, part of Central Grammar School out the back. Preparatory school for Christ College, all the young boys there singing in the choir. A couple of ducks on the track up ahead here. This wooden building on the left here. The same field across the track last time I came around. Actually good going off. Yeah, this wooden building used to be the Tram Bridge Club. It was built back in 1899. That building and the one behind it, they're both featured on the New Zealand version of Grand Designs, the house program on the telly. Up to the right there, that was the site of Christchurch Girls High School for many years, so that moved out to the other side of Hagley Park. This is Cranmer Square, so this is where we now hold our Anzac Day dawn parades that used to be held at the entrance. This is tram stop number 14. So, Cranmer Square, one of just under 1,400 parks and reserves around the Greater Christchurch area, which seems quite a lot, but of course all different shapes and sizes. That's why we are known as the Garden City. So to the right, the two-storey timber building with the green roof, that's the Grange. It's a bed and breakfast. The street was always very well known for its lovely old B&Bs. There were 4 of them altogether, and that is the only remaining one now. All the others were demolished. They were mainly brick and mortar, so they didn't fare too well in the quakes. That one being a wooden building was a lot more flexible and survived. Built back in 1874, the Reverend James Stack. He was a missionary to the local Untitled tribe. Just on the right up here, the West Fitzroy Apartments. They finished earthquake strengthening the building a few months ago. It was built back in the 1970s. Only a few people involved on it, didn't take too long. It won a few awards. It was the first slab building to go up in the city. The RSA on the right, that closed down over a year or so ago, and then recently the building was sold, so I'm not too sure what's happening in there as yet. Next stop is number 15, it's our Earthquake Museum, right on the corner here by the traffic lights. So for another hour, Open City, full details on the slide there of what went on over a period of time with the earthquakes again. But further down to the left, you'll find the casino. Stop 15. On the far right hand corner, those old buildings there used to be Parliament buildings. Back in the days when all the provinces were self-governing around the country. So they moved on up to Auckland first of all, and on to central government in Wellington back in the late 1870s. Timbered Gothic, the style of architecture, and further down to the right, see the old stone building. The former debating chambers and public gallery. All those buildings are all damaged, they are to be restored, but they have been put on hold for a few years due to mounting costs and lack of funds. Here is the ex-magistrates court. That's gone from one extreme to the other. It's now become a children's daycare centre, Ali's house. We'll cross over the Aden River again shortly. 40 bridges across the Aden River throughout the city and the suburbs. Another view of the convention centre from this side. It's quite a massive building. Tapai it's called, which means our gathering place. Due to open up in October of last year, so there's been a few delays, and I'm hoping December will be the open time this year. So we head into very picturesque Victoria Square. It used to be known as Market Square. It was the city centre in the 1850s through the 1870s. It's renamed after Queen Victoria, her statue on the left here, put up in 1903, so 2 years after she passed away. Captain Cook's monument, the 2 carvings there, the half waters. This is Tram stop 16. See the Boca Fountain over to the left there, very colourful at night time, that one. It's the first coloured electric fountain in Australasia from the 1910s. Across the road to the left there is the Christchurch Town Hall. So, auditorium, James A. Cathedral, up and running again. Over on the far left-hand corner there, where the car park is, that area was not too long ago purchased by the Roman Catholic Church. They're going to build their cathedral there to replace the one on Barbados Street. You see a lot of car parks around the city. Buildings used to stand. They pulled down about 50% of the city, and demolished over 8,000 houses out suburbs. Across the river to the left, coming up, you'll see the Edmonds Band Rotunda. That was the green dome there. They kept that for 10 years. They had to rebuild the bottom section there, so they did a great job. And it's going to have an official opening this month. On the right there's the piano, lovely little entertainment venue for music and art. People show like a grand piano. Straight ahead through the traffic lights is the Margaret May Children's Playground. It's been very popular since it opened a few years ago. We're going to head up to New Regent Street. It's a very unique street. Opened back in April of 1932. Spanish Mission, the style of architecture. Shops, cafes, gelato, ice cream. Boutique bars opening up this time of the day. Lovely little street. This is stop 17. So it's what is known as a mirror image street. So if you have a look up at the tops of the buildings, each side looks exactly the same as the other colour. Mosaic tiles on the frontage of the shops, most of them were replaced before they reopened. So a few of the old originals on here can tell the difference. We've got a drive-through here too, right up in the early 1990s, and they laid the tram tracks down, which have been running through the city now for 26 years. The street looks great at night time too, in the dark, but it's all lit up, and stars all different colours, so yeah, it'll be a very unique little street. Coming up on the right across the road is the Christchurch Press building. It's our daily newspaper. This used to be in Cathedral Square, but was extensively damaged, so they moved on around here. Traffic, we'll get across to Cathedral Junction. So heading to Cathedral Junction, covered over here for this last atrium, designed to look like a modern version of an old English railway station. There's two hotels in here, Western 115, tram station shop on the right. Stop number 1, and we're going to have a change of driver. it's a government apartment building. Big mural there on the side of the Novotel showing the Antarctic scene with the emperor penguins. It's been there for about a year and a half. And one of the latest bits of street art around the city. Great place to visit, Tauranga, the large new library building there. It's about coming up to 3 years old. It's a fantastic piece of architecture. Lovely cafe down the bottom and a very popular children's area on the first floor. The middle of the figure eight circuit, as you probably already know, and from here we're going to turn left along the river and back round to the shops down Cashel and the High Streets.
I'm now done with my city tour. Thank you very much and God bless us all.